The goal of the feint push kick is to have your opponent react to the feint and commit to a defense. Typically, two common defenses against a push kick are Hey guys, Coach Victor here from the Thai Boxing Institute of Mar Vista, California. This week we've been going over feinting push kicks. Feinting your push kicks are easy techniques for you to use to trick your opponent into letting you land more strikes. The goal of the feint push kick is to have your opponent react to the feint and commit to a defense. Typically, two common defenses against a push kick are either parries or body evasions. Then we attack with whichever technique we want to put behind the feint. A few options are feint push kicks, feint punches, feint knees, or feint round kicks. I'm going to show you guys two strikes that you can land based off of the feint push kick, whether they stand still, parry, or they move back. Okay guys, so first technique, just for review, is going to be the feint push kick to push kick. Feint push to push, back to stance. Feint push to push, back to stance. You see that again from a different angle. Feint push to push, back to stance. Feint push to push, back to stance. First technique, very simple. Feint push kick to jab. And I'm going to show two different ways of executing this technique based on how your opponent reacts. So, first one being if your opponent reacts to the feint with a parry. We're going to throw a stationary jab right behind the feint push kick. Feint push, jab, back to stance. 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 So when we throw that jab behind the feint, we want the jab to land as our lead foot is landing on the mat. Second variation to the feint push kick jab is an advancing jab off of the feint push kick. This is a technique you employ if your opponent decides to evade the push kick. Evasion meaning they move away from the push kick. From the feint push kick, we're going to throw a jab with both our feet moving forward as we land the feint push kick. Feint push, jab, back to stance. 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 Second technique off of the feint push kick is going to be a rear cross. Feint push, land, 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 cross. Now, the second variation to this technique is a stepping forward cross based off of the feint push kick. So this is yet again a tactic that you would employ if your opponent decides to evade or move away as a defense to the push kick. Feint push, cross, back to stance. 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 When using the advancing punches based off of the feint push kick, whether it's the jab or the cross, you yourself have to determine how much distance you have to cover, and that comes with practice and experience. My advice is to practice each combination for 1 minute straight for a total of a 4-minute round. Hopefully you're getting pretty good at feinting. Remember, to increase the success rate of your technique, you really have to sell the feint in order to have your opponent react to it. Feinting is an invaluable tool for you to increase your hit percentages on your strikes or combinations. Let me know what you guys think of the technique in the comments below. If you film yourself, please make sure you tag me, the Thai Boxing Institute, hashtag TBI Home Workouts. And if you'd like for me to critique your technique, I promise I'll be nice. Thank you guys for watching.